All right. Well, we are here for our second episode of NAFter Hours with our first actual guest, Erik Oquist, out of our North Bay, Santa Rosa office. Just coming up on 1 year as well, too. So Erik took the leap of faith and left 24 years at his prior organization and had to do some real soul searching before making this move. And I couldn't be more excited for you to be not only our first guest, Erik, but somebody that has had a chance to transition out of the bank world into the non-bank world and have tremendous success. It's not easy to do, and especially in hard times like today. And I want to just kind of go backwards a little bit before we, allow Josh to kind of go forward on what you're doing today to kind of impact your local community. And help us just understand, like, what were the top things that were important to you that you had to find when making this fit to New American Funding, so that those of us in the audience that might be scared and concerned or don't like change, you managed through it and you're doing phenomenal. And I just would love to know perspective for those of us that might be in that same boat.
Yeah, Craig, it really came down to just not having the product set at the bank. I think I said no more than I said yes to customers, and being able to see these other independent mortgage banks just do circles around us. It was time to go. So it was definitely a couple years in the making, and the time was right. And it's just really been great to get away from there. To be able to take a customer in today and have 15 different options, 100 different loan programs we can look at. It's just a whole different ball game. So it really is nice to be in a space where we can say yes, we can help clients out and find a way. So I think I've only declined like two loans since I've been here for 13 months. So it's really good.
Yeah, and I know Eric, we've talked and you've said, one of your bread and butters here is really because you're so ingrained in your market and you know so many realtors and whatnot and loan officers at other banks and mortgage companies. So you're kind of, saving a lot of deals. We call you Captain Save a Deal. And that's gonna be your new
Yeah.
nickname. But tell me something about these deals that you're able to save that aren't being, people at other lenders can't do them, and how are you getting them done?
Yeah, and on that note too, it's so funny. Just after coming over here, I had so many realtors reach out to me, and they're like, "Erik, I wanted to work with you, but I just couldn't work with your prior institution where you were." So I was like, "Oh, you should have told me. I didn't even know." So, anyways, but yeah, I've been having a lot of success recently. The Save the Day guy, where I'm getting these phone calls where from the realtor that has a client that's being declined for whatever reason. They've tried a couple different lenders, and I jump in, and then typically able to find a solution for them. A couple of the recent ones I had were condos. So condos are big issues right now with the SB 326. What that is balcony repairs. For those of you that don't know that, they're required to get these engineer inspections, and there's some structural issues going on in a lot of these condos. And when that comes up, most lenders can't lend there. They put on the brakes, but we're able to, in most cases, see past that. There's also insurance issues, all kinds of things going on these days. So that's been a big one. Also, another real hot product that I've been promoting and helping a lot of people with is our buy before you sell programs.
Yeah.
So, not just a bridge, right? I mean, bridges, they're good for some situations, but they can be costly. And so we look at these other products that we have, our private label program, for example, where we only qualify the customer for the new home, the subject property. So, Josh, if you had a home to sell right now and you're trying to buy a new house, your traditional lender is going to qualify you for both houses.
Yep.
We're able to step outside the box and say, hey, we realize you're going to do something with that current home that you have. We're just going to set that aside, take that out of your application, and only qualify you on the new home. So that's been a huge, huge success.
Well, I've actually may potentially be in that situation. So I've actually already considered that doing it for myself as well because it's such a great product.
Yeah, I mean, you put all that together and then we close in 10 to 15 days. I mean, I just did one last month, that they reached out to me on day 13 of the escrow. Guess what? I still closed on time. So it's great. I mean, the power of New American Funding and finally been here, 13 months. I feel like I really have a good grasp on our products and how to manage everything.
I love
Yeah,
it, man. Good
Eric,
stuff.
yeah, Eric, I know personally, you continue to be not only top 10, in the region, but most oftentimes in the company, and just continuing to challenge yourself to learn additional product to serve your market and community. And I couldn't be more thrilled as you continue to add more people to your team that you're building as well. Our Santa Rosa North Bay office is growing, along with your support for your existing team as well. And so I'm excited for your future, Eric, and what you've been able to do already. But most importantly, before we jump off, is the quality of balance that I see in your life today, Eric.
Yeah.
I'm not the leader that's going to tell you not to take a vacation. In fact, I'm always trying to tell you to recharge and make sure that you can go again the next month by taking some time off. And so, work-life balance is hard, but have you felt a change here at New American before we let you go?
Tremendous. I mean, the support is unbelievable. To be able to trust your team, have confidence that we're going to close on time, not have to step back and micromanage the process and, wonder, oh my God, what loan processor am I going to get on this one? And, we have my core group, got the team together. Our dynamic's amazing, work well together. My assistant, as you know, followed me over here as well. We've been together for like 10 years. So, I mean, it truly is amazing to allow me to step outside, not worry, at home in the evening, focus on the family, weekends as well. I don't have to have a laptop with me all the time anymore. You pretty much do everything from the cell phone these days, right? So, yeah, it's great.
Well, Josh, obviously, I know that the North Bay with Glenn Lima and Eric
Yep.
are continuing to dominate and grow, and looking forward to
Yeah.
the future success. Personally, I'm from Sonoma County, so I've got some bias towards trying to make sure that that market is supported and loved a little bit more than normal. So, you'll be seeing me in market, and we're looking for great things in that Santa Rosa space. If you're looking to maybe be a part of Oquist's team, please don't hesitate to reach out, as we're constantly looking for the right family members to add to the team. But thank you, Eric, for taking the time. Thank you for your trust in New American Funding, and thanks for providing us a little bit of perspective on today's After Hours.
Yeah, for sure. Happy to do so, guys.
All right, take care.
Yeah.
Stuff. Good having you, Eric.